Well, you know, Fast and Furious 6 is driven by a lot of things, but the primary one is money. If you look at the press notes, the first 3 paragraphs, the first 2/3 of the front page are about money. So they tell you the original Fast and Furious, you know, took $207 million worldwide, spawned these unlikely globe-trotting sequels. Fast 5 became Universal's biggest opening ever, 86 million, went on to take 625 million worldwide. Since the third entry, box office has doubled so far. The series has taken 1.5 billion over 5 movies. This is normally the press notes start the vision for this one. Then we get to paragraph 4. Paragraph 4 then says, although the journey has been extraordinary, and even though the scales have grown more ambitious, they haven't lost sight of the core characters. The stunts have gotten bigger and locations more exotic, but the key to continued success have been given audiences a reason to connect and to care. So literally 3 paragraphs about how much money it's taken. And then in the 4th paragraph, they go, yeah, but actually it's to do with caring. And there is an awful lot of stuff in it about we're a family. We're a family. We're a family.
Who's a family?
They're a family.
Who?
The team.
Who's
the team?
the team?
The team have to get... Do you want to hear from the team?
Yes, please.
Here they are.
This is exactly what cops do. He's messing with your head. Letty's dead, Don.
I need to know for sure.
Then I'm going with you.
You said you were gonna leave this life behind.
We both said that we were leaving the life behind.
He's right. We're family. We got a problem, we deal with it together. And I'll feel safer knowing you're both out there, watching each other's backs. You're stronger together. You always were. Now go get Letty.
So she's the mum and they're her kids?
Yeah, she's a sort of sister,
Grandmother?
Wife figure. She's got to, anyway. She's off with the. There's a photograph of her. They thought she was gone. No, she's now they must stop this evil bad guy who's going to do some really, really bad things. But the way they must do it is by really bad things that are so bad that when in stopping him do the bad things, loads and loads of civilians just get wiped out. That doesn't matter because they are not as bad. Now, it's an interesting thing. We do try not to do plot spoilers on the program. I know that there's been a lot of correspondence about it, but believe me, however well we succeed, we do try. In this particular case, if you've seen the trailer for Fast and Furious 6, it is astonishing that every single action set piece that's in the movie is in the trailer. So you know from the trailer that there's a thing with a tank. You know that there is a bit in which they chase down a freeway with a tank which incidentally runs over loads and loads of cars that have uninteresting people in them. Just gone. But it doesn't matter.
Not family.
No, it doesn't matter. No, they're not family. And also, that's not as bad as the terrible bad thing he's going to do. You also know about all the car chases that we see. And most specifically, you know from the trailer that there is a sequence, and I'm sorry, turn off the radio if you don't want to know this, it's in the trailer, in which cars bring down a massive aeroplane.
I've seen that.
Yeah, and then the car comes out of the front of the burning aeroplane.
Seen that.
That's the end of the film. And consequently, for a start, that sequence goes on for about 12, 15 minutes. And the cars must be going at 70 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour. That means that runway is about 15 miles long.
Maybe it's that Spanish airport that no one uses
that no one
anymore.
went to at all. But the worst thing about it is as you get to that action set piece, which is a great big action set piece, you spend the whole thing thinking, yeah, okay, when are they're going to, and it's going to come, no, not yet, there's another bit, when's it going to, and then finally at the end of it, it does the thing that it does in the trailer. And rarely have I seen a film so spectacularly spoilt by the trailer, which has the punchline of all the gags in it. And the weird thing is, I mean, I wonder whether, if I'd seen it without having seen the trailer at all, you might think, oh, okay, it's a bunch of just increasingly overcranked, silly set pieces. And, you know, the film isn't without any interest. I mean, it's nice to see, you know, the women are as kick-ass as the guys, and there are some, you know, great performances in there, even from like people like Gina Carano doing the stuff that she does, and that's fine. You know, those kind of action films. And I've got nothing against B-movie action, but it was a real shame watching a film that, in which its entire raison d'etre was spoilt by the fact that whole last sequence in which they're going through this spectacular stunt, you think, I've seen the end of this stunt, I know what happens. Have they fired the thing up yet? No, this hasn't caught on yet. It's really frustrating. And I haven't been as frustrated. I mean, so the two things that bother me, firstly, the staggering loss of everybody else's life, but as long as they're not a main character, it doesn't matter at all. Fine, okay, action movie convention. And as I said, the whole thing within the context of, yes, but the other guy was going to do something really, really, really bad, so never mind. What happened wasn't terrible. But if you've seen the trailer, believe me, don't ever tweet or write to us telling us not to spoil a film. They did it on their own without help from us.